All right. Well, Randy, you should be unmuted. Are you unmuted?
I should be. Can you hear me well?
There you are. You're unmuted. Welcome to the call. And everybody, welcome to the call. I know it's a Friday night up here in North America, Saturday morning down in Australia, and whatever time of the day it is in your part of the world. And thanks for taking time out to be here and be with us. You know, I think that this call is so important. We don't have a weekly, call any other time, and this works out really good because I can do one call and hit both parts of the team in both parts of the world. So again, thank you for being here, and those of you listening to the recording, thanks for taking time out of your day to listen to the recording. Hopefully, I'll give you some good information that'll make things easier. We're really concentrating on a couple of different things, and I'll go over that with you in a little bit. And show you what we can do and really make this as simple as we possibly can. My name is Dr. Kurt Bisnick. I'm a chiropractor. I don't actually practice chiropractic anymore. I do anti-aging medicine, and I've been doing that now. I've been kind of dabbling in it for the last 20, 25 years and really concentrating on it for the last dozen of years or so. And that's how I found Sisel. I'm a doctor. I was looking for products, and I always tell people that I ended up here because of the products. But after I got here, I realized that there's a lot more to the company than just products. And so tonight we're not going to go over any products. We're not going to cover any types of conditions, anything like that. We're really going to talk about the compensation plan and how you can make some extra money with it. And so, hang on one second here. And we're really going to concentrate on teaching people how to use the wealth builder system. I think so many times that people get confused with the wealth builder system. Hang on. Not let me progress on to the next slide. There. And so sometimes, I think a lot of times, people make the compensation plans too complicated. Part of it is that they're thinking way too far ahead. They're looking at what does it take to have $1 million in their business, when really right now what you want to concentrate on is making the little things, making it work. How do you get it to work for you? How do you get to work for your people? And it's not really that difficult. So on this training, in the next 20 minutes to half an hour, I want to show you how you can take the Sisel 7-level, 7% commission compensation plan, combine it with the Wealth Builder bonus system to make some great startup money, to make some good money, so you're getting your return on your investment, your initial investment, and going on to figure out how to generate enough income that you're paying for your products on a monthly basis. And for a lot of people, what if they stop there, right? What if they stop there and they get their products for free for the rest of their life? I mean, holy cow, wouldn't that be a great thing? I mean, like I said, with the super products that we have, we can create a lifetime of customers because of the products, but they're going to be more apt to want to buy the products because they're getting them paid for. And the Wealth Builder comp plan is really part of that. And I'm glad to see that Sisel is really coming on board and really promoting the Wealth Builder heavily right now. I know a few of us, including Randy, who's going to help me do the presentation tonight, we've seen the Wealth Builder system for what it really is since last October when they announced it. And I really think that, the customers are going to stay on board because of the compensation plan, because of the products. Because, if they're happy and they're healthy because they're taking products, they're going to stay with you a long time. But if you let the Wealth Builder comp plan fuel that engine, you'll see your team grow and grow and grow, and all of a sudden you can become part of the the group of network marketers who are considered to be the top 3%. And really, that's the people who are making $1,000 a month consistently, month after month after month, making that extra $1,000 a month. And that's what I'm going to cover tonight. I'm really not going to get into, how do you make $2 million a year or anything like that. I'm going to show you how you can make the $1,000 a month, and that'll put you in the top 3% of network marketers. And then from there, you help other people do the same thing, and it'll move you up through that. And so here's really the Wealth Builder comp plan is that when you get started, you enroll your first 3 wealth builders. And when you do that, you get paid $50 for each of the first 3 wealth builders that you enroll. If you do that within the first 2 weeks of becoming a Wealth Builder partner yourself, first 2 weeks of enrolling in Sisel, what happens is that they double that. So you get paid $100 each on each one of those wealth builders that you brought on board. So the Wealth Builder plan is designed to be simple. It's not difficult to understand. I mean, how hard is that? You make $50 on each of the first 3 that you bring on board, and you get double that if you do it in the first 2 weeks. It's a lucrative plan, as I'll show you, and it's really duplicatable, okay? So using the Wealth Builder comp plan, the first thing that I want to teach people is I want to teach them to earn the ROI, or the return on investment. And here in the United States, it's roughly about $330 for the Wealth Builder pack. I just kind of rounded to $300, so you'll hear me talking about $300. And down in Australia, it's roughly about $430 for the Wealth Builder pack. The pay plan, the bonuses that you get are the same, and it's not quite earning exactly the return on investment, or exactly the monthly pay that you're getting, but it's pretty close. So I like to just say, just take a look at it, and once you get this thing going, you'll make more than enough to cover the cost of your products, and you'll make more than enough to make some really nice money. And like Tony Robbins says, if we could put an extra $500 to $1,000 a month in every family's bank account on a monthly basis, it's gonna be a lifestyle change for them. Maybe it's a vacation every year. Maybe it's a house payment every month. Maybe it's maybe it's that new car, whatever it happens to be. But so when you bring in your first 3 Wealth Builder partners, you earn 3 times $50, or 3 times $100 if you do it within the first 2 weeks, depending on the success of your style of marketing. So let's just assume that you're just an average guy, you're the average Joe, and so you're going to make 3 times $50. You're going to make $150. Now, when I bring a Wealth Builder on board, the thing that I'm going to try and tell you is that, whether you do it in the first 2 weeks or whether you do it in the first month, you want to try and do that in the first month, so you're making that $150 in the first month. But as we look at the compensation plan, the big thing is that I'm trying to get you to your return on your investment. So you really want to bring your 4th Wealth Builder on as well. So you want to bring the 3 where you get $50 each. So you're getting $150, but something the magic starts to happen when you bring in number 4. The 4th Wealth Builder, you actually earn the $50, but you earn an additional $80 with that 4th wealth building partner. And so you're going to make $130 on number 4. So you're getting the 3 times 50, which is 150, plus you're getting the 1 times 130. So a total, you're getting paid a total of $280. Now, if you're in the United States, you can see that if you're spending $300 on the Wealth Builder pack, you just pretty much earned your return on investment. You pretty much earned your money back, give or take a few here or there. and down in Australia, you're not quite there yet. I mean, you could enroll your fifth one and be there, but really, the next part of this training will show you that you'll make that money back plus some. So that's kind of how I look at it. Rennie, tell a little bit about your story. When you came in as a wealth builder, what exactly did you do, and what have you seen as a result from it? If you can kind of just share a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can hear me well?
Loud and clear, just like you're sitting here.
Okay, thank you. So yes, when I was introduced to the age pale, it really got my attention because of my past history has been in wellness, prevention, aesthetics, anti-aging, this sort of thing. So it really caught my attention, as did Sisel Ripped. So when I looked at those and did my due diligence and whatnot, and it was at that time, because this was the middle of October, so the compensation plan had just been implemented with the company, and it really caught my attention. Like, I think the level is itself is generous, but again, it's when you're first starting out, don't you wish you could already be at an organization with several thousand people? So it takes time to get there. But what they've done with this wealth builder system is truly amazing, because you can be making some serious coin right out of the gates. So when I realized, well, I have to do this business, and how my perception of what the company had done is they've really cleaned things up, if I can put it that way. So to me, it very much defined, you either have preferred customers, or the people that are going to do the business are the wealth builders. So it's real simple. And I really like to keep things in my life simple. So I jumped in, I bought the Wealth Builder pack, and I'm delighted that I did that too, because it gave me the experience of a handful of products that I may not have tried until sometime down the road. And so that really opened my eyes to everything I found about Sisel. In their products are really cutting edge. They're not just your average array of, say, vitamins like a lot of companies have. We really have something special here. But I also look at the business as a product too. So I jumped on board, got the Wealth Builder pack, and simply got to work. Did I get my first 3 wealth builders in the first 2 weeks? No. And you know what? I didn't beat myself up about it. I just kept moving forward with consistency. And so just to sort of clarify something here, when I brought my, I got some preferred customers, then got my first wealth builder. So I got paid the $50 for him purchasing the Wealth Builder pack. What Kurt was referring to was the Wealth Builder bonuses that come on top of that. So when I got my 3rd Wealth Builder in, I got paid for their Wealth Builder pack $50, but here was another $150 in my e-wallet, and I had to dig in and look, well, what was this for? Because I sort of thought, well, I had missed that opportunity, but no, it caught up to me when I got my 3rd. Because I remembered I already gotten $50 for each one of them, payment on their Wealth Builder pack, but the bonuses were to come. So you have that aha moment when you start to see it. But this is hugely lucrative, that right out of the gate, before you have too many preferred customers and you're collecting your wealth builders, you are making some significant money. So by the time my Visa bill arrived, I had the money to pay for it. Because I'm in Canada, and so our Canadian dollar is just, it's just sad. So I am using my commissions to purchase my monthly, and that's what I've done every month since I came on board. I've been able to buy, and I buy way more than the limit of 50 points. I just buy what I want and what I need. And so that is very doable. Again, with these bonuses are truly amazing. I love it. So that's basically how I got started.
So you were able to do exactly what I said here. You got your return on your investment your very first month. You were in it for nothing. You were playing with house money.
Yeah, yeah. Because I do leverage, and there's so much leveraging at network marketing. And so that's my strong point, and compensation plans. And that's just where my mind goes. I gravitate towards that. So yeah, you're right. I was paid for, and again, it's 100%, it's 100% tax write-off. So in the long run, you're not on any money anyway. And it's a business that you can make into $1 million business if you wanted to. So what is 315 US dollars?
There you go. Well, I'm going to call you on in a little bit and have you add some input as we go here. So thanks for sharing that. So you hear, folks, here's Rennie. She got started, and in her first month after she got started, when she saw the benefits of the Wealth Builder, she went out. She found her first 3 people. She found her 4th person. And like she said, she got that return on investment, just like it shows here. Okay. So then this is what it looks like. So you've got your first 3. You can see it over on the side. On the slide, if you're on the online watching the slide presentation, I say over there, Milo's training, he calls that the first 3. That's your freedom side. That's your freedom side. And so pretty easy. You don't have to be all confused with it. It's just your first 3. That's your freedom side, and that comes into play later on. Just remember that. And if you haven't watched Milo's training, I'm not going to get into all the training in depth on this slide presentation. You need to go to that training. You need to watch that. You need to understand all the terms of the Wealth Builder and things like that. So upon enrolling your 4th wealth building partner, now you get that $130. And for every wealth builder that you bring on from here on out, every single one, the 4th one, the 5th one, the 6th one, the 110th one, the 250th one that you bring on board, you get paid $130. So think about that, folks. You're having them buy a pack that counts as 300 PV, and you're getting paid $130. Now, that actually changes because there's some additional bonuses when you reach your 5th wealth builder and your 6th wealth builder, and it actually goes up to $150. So you're getting paid a 50% commission on that PV, right? $150 on a 300 PV pack. So go watch Milo's training on that. Go back to the website, Sisel World Team channel on YouTube, and you can watch that training that we have on that. That's your wealth side, and you can see why it's the wealth side, because now you're going to get paid $150 for every single one that you bring on board. So don't get confused by this slide. Basically what I'm saying here is that, so on the freedom side, right, on each of the wealth builders partners that you brought in on your freedom side, now what we're going to do is we're going to help those 3 people that you brought in. So you have 3 people on your freedom side. That's your freedom side. The first 3 people that you bring on board, you don't get to decide who's on your freedom side, who's on your wealth side, but the first 3 people that you bring on board, they're your freedom side. And then hang on, somebody's trying to call me. And then then what happens is now you're going to help those people do the exact same thing. You're going to help them duplicate. So you're going to take those 3 people, and you're going to help them go out and find their first 4. What do you get paid for that? Well, you're going to get paid an $80 bonus for the first 3 that they enroll. So you have a potential $240 that you're going to make on each one of these. So you've got a potential of making what is that, $720 for helping these 3 people go out and find their 4th person, right? And like I say on the slide, once you've enrolled your 5th, you actually start making some other bonuses on this freedom side as well. But let's just leave that alone. That's for another conversation. That's for another training. Milo actually goes over it in his training. So right now, what I'm just going to say is that you have a potential of making $240. Okay? Now, if you happen to enroll somebody over here on your freedom side, one of your first 3, they aren't doing anything, you thought that they were going to be a great wealth builder, they were going to go out and they were going to build a team, and they don't do it, no big deal. It's not going to hold you back. You don't have to use position number 1. You don't have to use position number 2. You don't have to use position number 3, right? if they don't do anything, all you got to do is go out and find somebody else that does. I mean, it's that simple. That's the whole thing. You don't know. You don't know. And what I'm trying to say is that when I bring somebody on board, you know, if they give me, you know, the talk of the talk, that they're going to walk the walk, they're going to do this, I'm going to bring them on board. If they turn out that they're too busy, life's getting in the way, you know, their macaroni and cheese is burning, whatever you want to say, right? It doesn't matter. You want to find 4 people that are going to make this happen. And what you're going to do is you're going to help those 4 people do the exact same thing. So on your 4th person, now that's your wealth side. When you bring your 5th person in, let's say that number 1, the first one you brought on board, doesn't do anything, and you have to bring a 5th person on board to take his spot. Now he's over on your wealth side, so you're going to get paid a little differently on the wealth side. You're actually going to get paid the $50 on every single person, but you're going to earn that additional $80 over there, so you're going to get paid $130 on the wealth side. But in addition to that, when these people, when your people, the direct people that you have on your wealth side bring somebody on, now you make an additional $80 on the first 3 wealth builder partners that they enroll on the wealth side. In addition, and I'm not going to get into this too much because this is the wealth builder training, you're going to get paid that same bonus, that $80 bonus on the first 3 of the first 3 of the first 3 forever and ever and ever. Amen, right? And it's going to go on to infinity. So you have to think about that. And when after you've enrolled number 6, that number actually goes up to $100. So you don't get paid $80 anymore. Now you get paid $100 on everybody that they bring in. So the first 3 of the first 3, you're getting paid $100. Again, that's the wealth builder training, but I don't want to get into that. So what I'm trying to teach you is that if you bring in 3 people on the freedom side, 1 person on your wealth side, so you brought in 4 people as wealth builders, then what you're going to do, that's going to give you enough money to have a return on your investment. You're going to make your initial investment back, just like Rennie said. And then if you help them, if you help those 4 people go out and do the exact same thing, duplicate, you're going to teach them to go out and find their first 4 wealth builders. What's going to happen is they're going to get the return on their investment. But what happens for you is pretty cool. Now what happens is that when you take a look at it, you're gonna get paid those bonuses, but then month after month after month, you're actually gonna make some nice money, and you're gonna see that this rolls into the regular commission structure. And so I call it the Wealth Builder / 7-level 7% combination plan. All right? This is where it really starts to happen, folks. And what happens is now it rolls into the regular 7% commission plan, because month after month after month, let's just say that you never enrolled anybody else, and your first 4 people never enroll anybody else, but they just take and they continue to buy each month. And what I'm going to tell you is, for the wealth builder, you're going to see that a lot of people are going to pick up that, oh, I only have to spend $50 to get the wealth builder, to qualify for the wealth builder pack. Yes, that's true. That's true. You can qualify. You can get paid all the wealth builder bonuses. All you have to do is make a $50 PV order each month. But I'm going to tell you, you don't want to do that, folks. You don't want to do that, because when you start looking at what you're going to get paid now, it rolls over into the 7% commission plan, and that's really, it pays depth based on your monthly purchase. So if you have a 50 PV order, right, if you're a minimizer, if you're the guy that only wants to spend the minimum, you're going to get paid 3 levels deep. And what happens is, eventually you're going to start losing some money. The money's going to roll back. It's going to roll up to the guy above you who's qualified. It's going to roll up to your sponsor, or it might even roll back to the company, right? This is a default on that program, and you don't want to do that. And because if you're making money, I mean, if I'm making $200, why wouldn't I spend $100? If I'm making $250. Why wouldn't I spend $200 buying products? I mean, these are products that you're going to use. They're not going to sit in your garage. They're not going to be products that are going to fill your closet. These are products you're going to use. I was just talking to a friend of mine, Lisa, the other night, and she said she uses, for her and her 2 kids, she uses $350 a month in products. And she's not buying tons and tons of products. She's not buying them because she has to. She's buying them because they make a difference on her health. And I just got a text message from her telling me that she's not going to make it to the call tonight, but I wanted her to share what she's noticed as far as changes and what her medical doctor is saying since she's been on the products. But so let's take a look at what's happened so far. You've enrolled your first 4 partners, business partners, as wealth builder partners, right? That's paid you your return on investment, and you're making money within the wealth builder system on a daily basis, because as people go out and they see this thing, just like Rennie is saying, people are going to see this. They're going to start seeing the payments on it, and all of a sudden, you're going to start noticing that you're going to get wealth builder checks. Katie was sharing with me the other day that she's starting to see, you know, $50 here, $80 there, $100 there, day after day after day. It pays on a daily basis. But now what you're doing is you're training your wealth building partners to actually go out and build their wealth building team. So they're going to earn their wealth building bonus. But what happens is, as they're doing this, now you never have to buy that wealth builder pack again. It's a one-time purchase. It actually disappears from your back office. You can't order it more than once. So now all that money rolls into the 7% comp plan, and it pays 7% on all orders that fall within that after somebody's placed their first wealth builder pack. So when they make their purchase, it's in the wealth builder system. It pays all the bonuses. The next month when they make their purchase, it's going to fall into the 7% commission structure. I was talking to Aaron a couple weeks ago, and Aaron said that the average order within Sisel is approximately $200 or 200 PV each and every month. So that's the average that the average consumer is spending. So let's just assume that that's the number that we're going to use for sake of illustration to make this easy. We're going to use the average. Now, yours might be a little higher, yours might be a little lower, and it might change the numbers, but just for sake of discussion, that's what we're going to use here. So what you've done is you've built 4 teams of wealth building partner, and each team is got 4 people, and each person on that team is spending $200 a month in PV. So what happens is that that's actually I got those numbers wrong. I actually got those numbers wrong. That's going to be 800 in PV for their team, plus another $200 in PV for your direct person. So that's going to be $1,000. So my slides are actually wrong, folks, and so I'm sorry for that. I just noticed that I was going over this, but you're going to make 7% on the total BV, right? So you're going to make 7%. And so for illustration purposes, let's just say the PV and the BV are equal. And within Sisel, there's a lot of products that have equal BV. There's some products that have, around, 70%. And then there's a few products that have 80%, 90%. But let's just say it's 100% PV-BV ratio. So it's an easy thing for me to do the math here to do my presentation. But if you have $800 and you have 4 teams of $800, that's $3,200 in BV, and you're getting paid 7%, that's $224. Now, I just figured out, like I said, you have 4 additional people that are spending the $200, right? So there's another $800 that you're getting paid on. So now you're looking at that number is going to be close to about $260, $270 in every single month. So really, think about this. You're helping 4 people get their money back, and then you're helping those 4 people find the same 4 people that month after month after month, they're going to be happy, healthy customers, lifetime customers that are going to take and they're going to buy the products on a monthly basis. If that's all you did, you're going to make enough money that you're going to pay for your monthly order each and every month. Isn't that cool? I like that. I like that. And I wish I'd caught the mistake on my math there, but I didn't. So I'm going to have to go back and clean that up a little bit. But so you've gone out and you've enrolled 4 people. That's it. And every month you're getting your products for free. You've helped them enroll 4 new wealth building partners. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to what I call step 3, and you're going to help the 4 people under each one of your 4 people, right? So there's 16 wealth building partners on your second level. You're going to help them get the return on their investment. You're going to help teach them how to do that, get the return on their investment. So you take those 16 people, and what you do with the help of the 4 people, your 4 direct people on your first level, you're going to help those 16 people each find 4. Again, so you found 4, they found 4, and now we're going to teach each of those 4 to go out and find 4. That adds 64 new wealth builders onto your team. Okay? Here's what it looks like in structure. You can see there in blue, that's your first team with their 4 people. And then what I've done in the little orange circles there is I've just illustrated that you've got 4 additional teams of 4, and that goes 3 levels deep. So even if you were just spending the $50, you're going to get paid on this. You're going to get paid the 7%, and you're earning the wealth builder bonus each and every time somebody enrolls. Plus, on their next month order, you're going to make 7%. So you have 4 team direct members. You have 4 team members underneath each of them, so that's an additional 16. Then they each have 4 team members. That's an additional 64. So you're 4 levels deep, and what you've done is you've built a team of 84 people, not including yourself. You're earning 7% commission month after month after month after they've done their initial wealth building order, okay? So 84 times 200, again, assuming that you have a qualified average monthly order, and you're going to make 7% on that. 84 times 200, 7%, you're making $1,176. Folks, I don't know if you're keeping up with me on this, but how many people, Rennie, did you enroll?
Right. Well, I've got as far as wealth builders or...
You know, I'm just talking on this one, on my illustration here. How many people did you enroll to get to where I'm talking?
Oh, you got four wealth builders.
You got 4 wealth builders, and what did you teach them how to do?
Do the same thing. Get 4 wealth builders.
They found 4 wealth builders, and then what'd you teach those 16 people what to do?
Same thing. It's just like shampoo, rinse, and repeat.
There you go. That's exactly it. And you're making over $1,000. Rennie, I'm telling you, you've enrolled 4 people. You're making, if you figure that out, you're making $250 on each of the 4 people that you enrolled. Is that good?
Yeah. It really is amazing. This has taken our comp plan to a place of, I believe, being the best out there in the marketplace. It's really exciting.
And the cool part about it, Rennie, is that we haven't even taken into an account that now you've got the volume. You're a 1-star. You might even be a 2-star at this point. And so you're going to get a lifestyle bonus of $200 to $300. You're going to get matching check bonuses because each time that you bring somebody on board and they start duplicating, you get paid a 10% matching check bonus on your frontline people. In addition to that, if they have people that go to town and start making money, you make a 5% matching check bonus on your second level and third level and fourth level. So you're not even taking that into account. You're not taking your rank advancement bonuses. Rennie, what did you think the first time you got your rank advancement bonus? Did you think somebody made a mistake?
Well, I messaged you because it was that the bonus for the rank. But then when the bonuses caught up to me, when I got my 3rd wealth builder in and got paid for their package, and then the $50 on the other 3, that's when I said to you, my gosh, I've just gotten $200 put into my wallet. I have to go and figure out exactly what this is. It was.
Isn't that cool? When all of a sudden you're getting checks and you don't even know what they're coming from?
Yes. And the thing is, too, as far as when other people, you start seeing that duplication, and you're getting that on the wealth builder, you're getting that 3% as well. And that's, again, daily, you know, it all adds up.
Yeah, it really does. It's really pretty cool. Sorry, my slides kind of went crazy on me here. But yeah, it's really cool when all of a sudden you start to see that you're getting that kind of money, right? And all you've done is gone out and built those 4 teams, and then you've taught them how to duplicate that exact same thing, and so now what happens is that hang on, my slideshow kind of went nuts here on me. So you've gotten paid. You're making some great money, you've taught your team how to make some great money, and all you've done is enrolled 4 people to do the same thing. So now what you want to do is that they're making enough money. They're getting enough commission on their 7% that they're getting their monthly product order for free. I mean, they're going to stay with you for life because chances are they've been in network marketing before, and they never had that happen, folks. I mean, that's the whole thing. Most people get into these things. My accountant told me, he said, Kurt, he said, you're actually making money with it. He said, my sister's been in network marketing for 25 years. She keeps losing money, but she stays with it because, you know, they've got her brainwashed. That was the words he used. And I said, yeah, that happens. That happened. And we've just found 4 people. So the whole thing is that, I mean, let's duplicate this again. Let's help you duplicate it. Let's go out and help you find number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 110. I'm telling you, folks, you can do this. And all you need, you think about it, find someone like Rennie that can give a testimonial like she just did. Use Rennie's testimonial to share. You'll have it on a recording where you can actually share that with people. So now, for the end of the program here, I'm just going to take a couple minutes, and I just really want to cover this because I've had a lot of calls over the course of the last 2 weeks on it since the beginning of the month when the company announced that they were coming out with this QWB, the Qualified Wealth Builder Pack. And I don't know exactly why they did it, and I'm not going to try and get into it, but really I'm just going to say this, is that there's the Wealth Builder Pack, and then there's the Qualified Wealth Builder Pack. So the Wealth Builder Pack is really, it's that pack that you buy when you first enroll, right? When you come on board and you buy that, you say, I'm going to do this as a business. Like Rennie said, you know, you really look at it. If you're going to do this as a business, you got to do the Wealth Builder Pack, right? You got to do the Wealth Builder Pack. And you have to do it within the first 30 days of becoming a Sisel brand partner, right? And like Randy said, you really don't want to use the word distributor because we're not distributing things. You'll see that we use that a lot in the industry. But, you know, that's the old Amway days when you had to go out and deliver products to people's doors. I don't do that. Rennie doesn't do that. You're not going to have to do that. But you want to be able to become a Sisel brand partner, and you want to join as a wealth builder within the first 30 days if you're going to do this as a business. And the Wealth Builder Pack pays out the bonuses as described in the preceding slides in the presentation that I just did. That's how you're going to make your return on investment. That's how you're going to make the monthly income. Now, let me tell you what happens if you come in with the Qualified Wealth Builder Pack. The Qualified Wealth Builder Pack is what you buy if you want to be a wealth builder, but it's after your initial 30 days. So you joined, you didn't buy the Wealth Builder, you come in 30 days later. What happens is that it still qualifies you as a wealth builder. I don't want to mistake you on that. You're still a wealth builder. You get all the structures and the bonuses and everything like that. But what I found from my experience is that when I'm bringing a new person on board, they're going to do what I do. They're not going to do what I say. And so if you come in as a qualified wealth builder where you're coming in and buying your Wealth Builder Pack after your initial 30 days, then what's going to happen is you're going to find a lot of your team members are going to do the exact same thing. Here's the difference. The Qualified Wealth Builder Pack doesn't pay within the Wealth Builder system. It simply pays out as if your new team member went out and bought $300, or actually $240 worth of product. It carries a 240 BV. So you're going to get paid 7% of $240, which roughly equals $16.80. So you're going to get paid, you know, just under $17 on a pack that you could have made $50, $80, $100, $130, $150, depending on where you are in the system, right? Do you want to do the same amount of work and get paid at the most, 10% of what you could have made? That's at the most. Not me. I mean, my choice is that if I'm doing the work, I want to get paid the most for it. It's the same amount of work, folks. I mean, Rennie, you tell me, does it take the same amount of work to sign up a qualified wealth builder as it does to sign up a wealth builder?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't consider it, you know, like it, when I'm bringing people in, first of all, I'm bringing them in as preferred customers. I would not sign somebody up as a distributor because bottom line, why would I give away my profit margin? If you've got a conventional business, if you've got a car dealer, are you going to give everybody your cost price just because you're a nice guy? I think not. So that's basically what you're doing. To me, there's no such thing. They're either customers or if they're doing the business, they're wealth builders. That's the new pathway into the business as far as the business. So the company's made it really, they've really defined it. It's cut and dried. It's
and Rennie, like you're saying, they've really defined it because when you take a look, a preferred customer gets the same price as a retail customer with the new compensation plan. They've made some changes in the last month or so that I just became aware of. So, you know, so some of the old calls you hear me saying that the preferred customer is going to save 10%. Actually, they pay the same as a retail customer. And with a distributor, they get a 10% discount. So, you know, for the amount of hassle it is for them to become a distributor where they have to, do this or that, and they're going to get emails on how to do the business, and they're going to get upset with you. If they're just going to buy the packs to be a customer, sign them up as a customer, like Rennie says. That's the best way, folks. That's the best way. And then the other thing is that, you know, like Rennie said, man, I mean, you're going to get paid 7% on a distributor. You're going to get paid 25% on a distributor or on a customer. Why would you give up the extra 18% again for the same amount of work? Would you rather get paid 7% or 25%?
Yeah.
And so, you know, that's your choice. That's how I'm going to kind of leave it. I know I've gone over again by about 10 minutes or so. Rennie, any closing words for today?
Other than just this is a great system, and gosh, I don't know how people could miss it. The company simplified it so much. Just simply get to work. That's all it takes. One thing I try and do with my group is when they come in and they buy that wealth builder pack, they've already got 300 PV towards that first milestone of reaching a master at 1,000. So there's your first goal. Reach master the first month you're in.
There you go. Thanks, Rennie. Thanks for helping out. You know, and I'm going to bring you back whenever we do a compensation training with the wealth builder. I'd like to have your help, you know, just because I know you're super excited about it and you're spending a lot of time learning, and so I enjoy having you here. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend. And I'll get this posted on the Sisel World Team page. I can't email it out to you. The Sisel back office, they're doing some work. They're updating the email app in the back office. So you're going to have to share with people about this and let them know. Thanks. Bye-bye.